Hello, this is Darren.
And this is Paige.
And this is
Where's the Lemonade?
Where we talk about what happens when life throws you lemons.
Make some lemonade?
Maybe. Some weeks it's lemon squares.
Yeah, some weeks it's just lemons.
Yeah.
On today's episode,
How to reconnect with your spouse on all levels.
all levels?
All levels. Okay, you picked the topic this week.
I did.
So why'd you pick it? Are we not connected? Is that what you're feeling?
I think that our relationship in the last 6 months has been very different than what it has been and probably what it should be. Would you
mean
agree?
The last year?
Yeah, 6 months-ish to a year.
Yeah.
Since I've been sick.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You have taken the role as caretaker, and I've taken the role as patient, as a necessity, not because I want to. So yeah, and then you kind of just get stuck in the monotony of...
Great, my marriage is monotonous now. I'm learning so many things today on this episode.
Maybe you should have read through this before we started recording.
No, I read through it. But you're reading a lot between the lines.
I think you're reading a lot between the lines.
I don't know. That's what you said. Our marriage is monotonous. Thank you, honey.
I'm talking about life in general.
No, I you know what? I totally agree because I've been your caretaker. I've been doing a lot because of your surgeries and your hospitalizations and all that. So, yeah.
So I feel like we've just lost, a little bit of, I haven't been able to go out and do anything.
What have we lost?
We've lost the spark.
Spark it, baby.
I knew this was not going to go well.
This is going to be a good episode.
You're being defensive now.
No, not at all. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
I know.
No, I totally agree with you on that.
Yes. What do we do every weekend? We because I can't really go do much, we sit, we watch a show.
I work on homework.
You work on homework. I don't even want to really go out to restaurant. It's just, life has been extremely calm.
That's okay to be calm sometimes.
But boring.
I'm boring.
That is not what I said.
No, I totally agree with you because you are limited on what you can do.
Yes. So, I'm starting to feel better, which is awesome. I went to the grocery store today by myself.
It was amazing.
I know. So, I'm feeling better. It's hard because I am feeling better, but I know I still have limitations that I have to stick with so I don't regress.
For a while,
Yes.
For a while.
So, anyway, but yeah, I'm starting to feel better. And I thought that this would be a good episode on, I think most people that have been married for several years could have a little checkup and a reconnect. What do you think?
Yeah, I like what you said in a reconnection.
Yeah.
I think a re-spark.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think we're connected.
We are connected. We're very connected.
But a re-spark, that would be nice.
A re-spark. Okay, I like that.
Change the spark plugs.
Okay, so how do we start that reconnection?
I don't know. You read the article. I did not.
Well, it says you start, or you can start. You don't have to, but you can start by intentionally, I actually really like that word, intentionally. Intentionally spending time together every single day doing something fun. Now, I know people are going to listen to that and be like, every single day? I don't really have time every single day to go to the movies or mini golf or...
It doesn't have to be that long,
No.
Right?
So the examples they give are doing the dishes, cooking.
Oh, doing the dishes is so much fun.
But it can be. You turn on some music and you're spending time. It's just about spending some time talking, having a little bit of fun. So yeah, cooking, going for a walk. Those are just little examples of some things you could do each day. We're talking about little things.
All right.
To do each day. Because we don't all have the time. We don't have the time to just go do, dates, like a long date. So they're talking about intentional.
And say, we are going to do this together at this time.
Yeah, like, hey, tonight when we're in the kitchen cooking together, let's put on some music and have some fun.
And
or
we must have fun doing it.
oh my gosh.
I see. No, I get it.
I don't think you do.
No, I do. I actually do get it. And I think I think it's really good because we have been spending a lot of time together, but it's been me taking care of you, or mostly me taking care of you.
Yeah, it's true.
Or me just chillaxing on the couch, and we read our TV shows now
because we're watching a stupid K-drama.
Oh, is that what they're called?
They're called K-dramas.
We're watching a K-drama crashing down on you.
No, that is not what it's called.
What's it called?
It's called Crash Landing on You.
Oh, Crash Landing on You.
Yes.
Yeah, I can never get it right. I don't speak Korean very well.
Yes, we've been hooked on this show, but you have to read it.
Which means we can't talk.
And we can't talk. We can't look at our phone. We can't do anything because you got to read it.
I can't even look at her and make goo-goo eyes at her because I'm going to miss an important aspect of the show.
Yes.
So watching K-dramas or foreign films is not...
That's not connecting. That's not connecting. Except we do talk about it.
We do talk a lot about it. Yeah.
And when I couldn't sleep the other night, I spent like 5 hours researching
K-dramas?
The K-drama that we're watching, and because it's about North Korea, and so I spent so much time on what it's really like to live in North Korea, and yeah. So anyway, we talked about that.
We'll do a whole episode on that.
On North Korea?
On North Korea.
All the things that I research when I can't sleep. We should that could be an episode every day.
Yeah, that would be great. For all the other insomniacs out there, that would be a good one. So you read a couple articles, right? On this?
I did, and there's lots of articles where they have tons of questions that you can ask each other to help reconnect. And you don't have to answer like 50 questions all at once, but just if you're out on a date and you ask them,
what's your favorite color?
Hopefully you know that about each other.
It may have changed.
It might have. That's true. Mine actually has changed.
Oh.
So I'm not going to ask you what my favorite color is.
That's not good.
Because it wouldn't be fair. So.
When did it change?
Well, my favorite color's always been
red.
Yes. But I don't think it is anymore because I don't know. I don't think it is anymore. It's shifting. That's okay. Things can shift. Things can change.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, all right. So there were 5 areas that we're going to focus on today. I'm sure there's more than that. But the 5 are emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, physically, and then sexually. So we're going to talk about all 5 of those.
We're going to talk about all 5. And if you don't want to listen to the last one, just when we get to that one, you can just turn it off. But it's going to be PG. Don't worry. We know kids listen to this. The first one that we can talk about is emotionally. How do you reconnect emotionally with your spouse or your significant other?
Well, you tell me just to crush my emotions all the time.
No, not crush them.
Bury them.
Yeah, stuff them down.
Stuff them down. Stuff them down.
He has a lot of emotions. And I'm joking when I say that. I'm half joking.
Really.
I'm partially joking when I say that.
Yes.
Do you feel like you can't emotionally?
I emotionally cannot do anything. I'm a drone.
Oh my gosh.
Honey,
stop it. People are going to think that that's true. Don't do that.
All of our kids think it's true.
Oh my gosh. Our kids all know that you're more emotional than I am.
Yes, I cry.
Well, I cry too, but I cry
for different reasons.
It's true. That is very true. We definitely cry for different reasons.
So I cry when I see my kids doing something extraordinary that they've worked hard at. That makes me cry. Yep. Music makes me cry.
Music makes you cry. You cry sometimes in movies. You cry sometimes at church when we're singing a hymn that really touches you.
Absolutely.
You cry.
Music.
Yeah, a lot to do with music.
Yep.
Yeah,
mostly music.
But yeah, I cry too. I cry when I'm really, really, really sad, or when I'm really angry. I cry.
I don't cry when I'm sad or angry.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I clean.
You clean. I know, it's kind of awesome. But anyway, okay. So some of the.
So we talked about our emotions. Is that it?
No,
no. What do we do?
We're still talking about emotions.
Well, how do we connect emotionally? That's what we need to talk
so
about.
one of the things is to cheer each other on.
Okay, like how?
Like, hey, you're really doing a good job. Hey, I really appreciate, you doing this. Or, hey, that meal you cooked tonight was awesome. Or that presentation that I saw you make was fantastic.
So praising each other.
You're praising each other and cheer each other. Like, if you've got, say you've got a presentation coming up, I'm just like, oh man, you're going to do awesome. That kind of thing.
Okay, I like that.
Right? Okay, so another one is observe and appreciate the good qualities of your spouse when it comes to them as a person, a spouse, and as a parent. Interesting.
You did a really good job at dealing with one of your kids' issues last week.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Hey, that was really good. I think we actually do a pretty good job.
I think we do a pretty good job of that. But yeah, so to be observant and appreciative.
So instead of observant and critical.
Right.
Right, which is what we typically fall into.
Right.
As couples, that we're like, he should have handled that better than he did.
Yes, and we've had those moments too.
Oh yeah.
And we've had moments where I've said, "But I was doing this," and you were like, "I didn't notice that," and then I'm like, "But why didn't you notice that?" Right? Like.
So what it's really saying is, we need to take more notice of the emotional needs of our spouse, and
verbalize it. Yep.
We're like, oh, you look very beautiful today.
Right.
Or, hey, that was really great encouragement that you gave the kids on their swim meet.
Exactly.
Or whatever it may be.
Exactly. Yep. That's it. Okay. And then the last one in emotionally is accomplish a bucket list goal together.
Ooh.
I know. What would ours be?
I don't know.
A bucket list goal together. We got to think about that one. And then it actually said in the article to set a time frame. So like accomplish it. We're going to accomplish that in a year.
Well, do you have a bucket list goal? I don't even know that I have a bucket list.
I just have bucket list things, places I want to go.
Okay. And
what?
Well, where are they?
Well, you know most of them. I want to go to Australia and New Zealand.
Okay.
I want to go to Iceland. I want to go to Denmark and Sweden and Finland. I want to go to all those places. So, anyway, but yes, so that would be a fun date to talk about. Hey, let's talk about some of our bucket list items,
goal.
And then what are some of our overlapping bucket list, and let's set a date to do that.
And they don't have to be expensive trips
anywhere. No.
It could just be something that you say, well, I wanted to learn to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Why? Maybe we do that together.
Yeah. One of my bucket list items was riding a hot air balloon. That definitely was not one of your bucket list items.
No, it was not. I was willing to go with you, but I don't have to.
No, you don't. I know you were willing, and I actually really appreciated that.
I'm scared to death of heights.
You were cheering me on that bucket list item.
Yeah.
But I even looked into it. I think you were scared every time I looked into it.
Just because I made the browser redirect to something land-based instead of a hot air balloon.
But I went and did that with my friends, and you were super happy for me.
Oh, yeah. I was like excited. I don't have to go do it.
You were very excited. Okay, so now at the end of each section that we're talking about today, there's also a question that I'm going to ask you.
You're going to ask me?
I was waiting for you to react that way.
Go ahead. Ask me. This is scary, people.
Okay. What are three, so this is to connect emotionally, what are three of your happiest memories of our early days together?
Meaning dating?
Just early days. It doesn't mean dating or
early
when we first
days.
married. So three of your happiest memories. What?
One of the ones that I remember is the first time I took you out of the United States.
Oh, that was so cool.
And the whole thing, when she got off the airplane in London, she's like a little kid.
Oh, it was,
and just watching her experience leaving the country, and it was wonderful. People driving on the wrong side of the road. She couldn't understand anyone with an English accent for the first hour or two.
No,
it was wonderful. It was so enjoyable to experience that with you, your first time, and it brought back memories of my first time leaving the country as well. So I think that was one. I think that was one. I have to do three.
You don't have to. We don't, because we probably don't have time. Do you have another one though?
Yeah, the first time I kissed you. That was
Oh,
a pretty wonderful evening.
That was a fun evening. That was really fun.
All right, so I did 2. You got to do 1.
Okay. Let's see. One of our happiest. Well, this, yeah, I know it's one that you're thinking of too. But anyway, we used to have a lot of fun together.
What do you mean by that? We found interesting places to make out.
We were very attracted to each other, and we had fun. Yeah, we went to the movies all the time, but we never watched the movie.
I don't remember watching any movies for the 6 months we were dating.
We'll just leave it at that. We were very attracted to each other.
All right, there you go.
All right, so
do we have to do those again?
Do what?
Make out in the parking lot at Winco.
If we want to.
I guess we should try it.
Yeah, but see, then I think, but we've got a nice house with a couch and I don't
boring.
know. I know. See? Exactly. Doldrums and boring. Anyway. Okay, the next section.
Intellectually.
How do you think we are at being connected intellectually? What do you think?
I think pretty good. I mean, I'm in class right now, and I talk to you about some of the things I do, and you do your best at paying attention. Then I see I can go too deep sometimes pretty quick.
Well, no, it's not that you go too deep. It really does go over my head what you're doing. And
well, not all the stuff does. Sometimes, and I work at, hey, I've got to talk to it about something that you have context with, right? That you can relate to.
Well, and this is where my ADD comes in, because like I try so hard to focus and listen to what you're saying, but oh gosh, sometimes it's really hard.
Well, and I do a good job at working on my professorial voice, where I just talk monotone the whole time. It helps you fall asleep.
No, you don't do that at all. But yes, we talk about your classes that you're taking, and things at work, which most of those things I don't understand either, nor do I want to. So that's the thing is, I'm not interested in high tech and IT.
No, but
stuff.
you like the stories about the people I work with.
I do, and I like to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I just need what do you guys call it? I need the
executive overview.
Yeah, I need the overview. I don't want to get in the weeds.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Now, hey, it says here, take a class together. Now, there's something we could do together, even though I already understand the stuff. But we're going on a trip to Brazil in a month.
Right.
And we should really be learning Portuguese together.
We should. We should do put the Duolingo on our phone.
Yeah,
right?
we could compete with each other. You can ask me questions. I'm a little rusty on my Portuguese. It's been some years. So maybe that's one thing that we can do is learn some Portuguese. And we can follow it up with our trip to Portugal in June.
Yeah. So that's one of the things. Take a class together. Find something you're both interested in, or maybe it's something that one of you is interested in that the other person's just like, you know what, I'm willing to give it a shot, right? Like
painting.
Yeah.
You enjoy doing the painting stuff.
Yes, I'm just terrible. I'm terrible.
Yeah, my hand hurts afterwards. So.
Yeah, but we've had fun doing that. We have had fun a few times, and it's been fun. And then another thing that they said was set goals together.
Like what?
Anything. Like it doesn't have to be. It could be like financial goals.
Just any kind of goal.
Yeah, any goals.
Oh, okay.
It just means work together to set goals for as a couple, as a family. Yeah, to set goals together. It doesn't have to just be something intellectual. That's just in the category of it.
No, I like that. All right, the question, I'm going to ask you this question because you asked me the last one.
It's actually not a question, it's a statement. But...
Oh.
Go ahead.
What are...
Oh, yeah.
See, I made it a question.
You did good job. You're so smart.
What are 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common? Why appear to have in common? What do we have in common?
Okay, so one thing I think that we have in common is we are both assertive.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah.
Because we talked about this. Actually, the other day we talked about if we would have met when we were young, like...
I wouldn't have dated you.
19 or 20. You said you wouldn't have dated me.
No, you're too out there for me.
I'm too out there.
Yeah. You're too social. I wasn't that social. You would have scared me.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that I would have scared you.
But you have brought some of the social aspects out of me, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so I think that we're both assertive.
Yeah.
I think we both enjoy being around people.
We do.
And one more thing that we have in common. I would say, I mean, there's a lot of things actually, but one thing I would say, our love for our faith.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a big one too.
Yeah.
Having a common faith is very important to
Right.
helping couples, and
Yep.
which goes on to our next topic.
Yep.
So good lead in, honey. That was
Thank
wonderful.
you. It's called segue.
Segue into spirituality. This
Yep.
was another area that you should take a look at.
Yeah, to try and reconnect with. So, one thing that you can do to spiritually connect is you can pray together. Or if you don't want to pray together, you could pray for your spouse.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I really like that one. I thought that was a good one. So yeah, you can either, pray together at night. One of you says the prayer every night, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, pray for your spouse.
No, that's a really good one, because it's hard to fight with someone when you're praying.
Yes, you typically don't fight when you're praying.
No.
Well, I don't know what you're saying.
Well,
here.
if you're having an argument with your spouse, right? And
Say, let's pray.
well, all right, let's pray.
People aren't usually in the praying mood when you're in a fight. That's
right?
funny.
Or maybe you're not talking to your spouse. Oh, we have to pray.
Well,
Well,
but
that's a good way to reconnect too.
Yes, but maybe when you are in a fight and you don't know how to approach your spouse about it, that is when you pray for
your spouse.
So
I like that.
and then and then another one is share what you're learning about spiritually, or something you've read. And I think we're actually really good at that.
Yeah, we've gotten better at that.
Yeah, I really like that you teach a church class in the mornings.
Sometimes I wonder, maybe I'm talking too much about that.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No,
Sometimes
I
wonder,
ask you about it all the time.
I know.
I
But
ask you about it all the
sometimes I
time.
wonder if you're like, well, I'm tired of hearing about.
No, I like it. And then sometimes when I, at church, when I have my church lesson, we always talk about, hey,
What'd you
Yeah.
guys talk about?
what'd you
today?
guys talk about?
No,
So
that's good.
All right. And then the question in this section is, what is something that makes you feel fulfilled?
Huh. To me,
Mm-hmm.
it's helping others. Whether it doesn't matter what it is. Like on Thursdays, we try and go and help with IRC and deliver food. That's a big deal. That just makes me feel good about myself and fulfilled. Also, I do music lessons on. I don't do lessons. I'm the little kid choir director.
Oh, I was so confused.
It's
I'm like,
not
what lessons are you?
lessons.
I thought you had
I'm
a secret
teaching. No,
life
no,
going
no.
on. Okay,
I teach little kids
at church.
at church songs.
Yes, you're the
to
song
sing.
leader.
I'm the song leader. There you go. That's what I was looking for. I don't even know what I do. I just show up and wave my arm back and forth, and I just love it when the little kids learn something, and yeah, it just makes me feel great. I mean,
So teaching, you like teaching.
I like
and
teaching
serving.
and serving.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what fulfills me. What about
That's
you?
awesome. You already know that I love serving. I almost feel like it's a selfish thing, because when I serve, I feel so good. You know what I mean? But yes, and I mean, there's tons of things that make me feel fulfilled. Being a mom and a wife make me feel very fulfilled. So yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thanks.
Okay, the last two are really interesting. The first one of the last two, I guess it's number 4, is physically. Reconnect physically.
Hey.
When we first got married, we were actually really good at this. We went on walks together. We rode bikes together. We bought bikes, matching glasses.
It's true. We had matching
Matching
spandex.
match. Yeah, it was sweet.
We totally humiliated our children by riding our bikes to school to pick them up in our spandex.
It was so much fun.
Yes, but yes, life has definitely taken over, and we're not so good about that. But before I had my surgery, we were going to the gym together.
Yeah, we were, and that was kind of fun. I mean, we got you a personal trainer to give you some strength to get through this surgery that you were going to have.
And you were walking on the treadmill.
And I was walking on the treadmill, and so it was fun because then we talk afterwards. Did you see that person at the gym? Yeah,
I know. Right. That's just
we're
for
people.
us.
We're people watchers.
We are people watchers. I love people watching and making up stories about them or whatever. Yeah. But we've been walking in the neighborhood lately. When I was able to start walking. So yeah, just to, do something physical together. And then I really like this one. This suggestion: give each other, except let's take out to each other. Let's take out each. Give your wife a back rub.
That's what it is. It says give each other a back rub.
I give you back rubs.
My arm's tired. That's about how long it lasts.
It's true. I'm terrible at it.
But
if I'm going to give myself an excuse, I do have arthritis in my hands, and it actually does hurt my hands after like 30 seconds. I'm pathetic. But oh man, I love when you give me a back rub. Like it's the best.
She's a cat.
I am. Like I'm just like, yep, keep
she
going.
Lay there for hours. I try and get her to sleep that way.
Yep. But anyway, it's nice. It's nice to touch each other that way and feel connected, that way. And then another one is hold hands. When you're out and about with each other, hold hands, have that connection.
Yeah. It's an easy thing to do.
It is.
And we even hold hands on the couch when we're watching a movie.
Yeah. So just have that physical connection. Okay, here's your question.
All right, what?
What did you notice about me first? When you first saw me in the restaurant. In the restaurant. It was
El Fornay at the restaurant.
I walked in. He was already sitting down at the table waiting for me. And I walked in and you noticed. Go.
You were tall.
Okay.
And skinny and very fashionable.
Oh.
You had great legs, too.
Okay. I like all of those. I like all of those a lot.
And you noticed what? My beautiful white hair.
I noticed you had white hair.
My beautiful white hair. Everyone notices it.
And yes, I just thought you were handsome. I did. I thought ooh, what a handsome guy sitting there. So yes.
There you go.
Okay, now here's the last one. Now don't turn it off. I swear it's gonna be fine, people. You can get through this with us. So sometimes we need to reconnect sexually. We won't even say that word. We'll say intimately. How about we say that word? Is that easier for people to digest? Sometimes we need to reconnect intimately. Yes. So we're not going to get too into the details of this section, but it is so important, and it's such an important part of a relationship. It's huge to have that connection. So some of the suggestions that they had were to surprise each other.
Okay, I like that.
So yes, like not expecting it, and you do something really romantic, right, for your spouse. And then on the flip side, I actually added this. The article didn't have this. I added schedule time to be together. And I know those are total opposites, surprising each other and scheduling time. I think they're both equally as important. What do you think about that?
No, I agree. Be careful when you're scheduling the time that it's not on a shared calendar.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
That happened.
Okay, anyway.
But just be careful with what you put on the calendar, right? But I think scheduling is important.
Yes, to be like, hey, 2:00 today, afternoon delight, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, so make time for that intimacy with each other.
And I like the surprise thing.
Yes.
Surprise your spouse.
Yep.
You know what your spouse likes. And if you don't, you need to ask. That's another thing I think we should add in here is you need to sit down and talk about what you like and what you don't like.
Totally
right?
agree.
Romantically, intimately, whatever the case is.
And not when you're in a fight or anything, when you're in a really good spot, because you don't want to say anything you regret later. So make sure you're in a...
I really like it when you do this.
Yes. Yep. Love it. Okay, so here's the question for this section. Not sure how we're going to answer this.
All right, go ahead and ask.
Are you satisfied with the physical aspects of our relationship?
Which means intimate aspects of our relationship.
So this is a good question to ask your spouse. Would you like?
Whoa, that's a tough one to ask your spouse.
But
You got to be
important.
in a good place to ask that one.
Well, sometimes the reason you're not in a good place is because you haven't asked this question. And you're not.
You have to be ready for the answer, though.
You got to be ready for the answer.
All right, so what do you... All right, so...
Well, I would say at this moment in our relationship, the answer from you might be...
I think it's from you, too.
Towards the negative, and for me because...
Oh, the negative? No,
well,
it's not negative. It's just, no, we're not completely satisfied because you've had
I had
surgery.
Major surgery 3 weeks ago, so we'll just...
So
yeah.
The answer is no. Our Lemonade Moment of the Week is because we have 2 kids graduating from college this year.
Well, 3 kids if you count our daughter-in-law.
Oh, that's right, 3.
We have 3, and I guess the lemons of it would be these kids have worked really hard in school and working and putting themselves through school.
And we're stressed
and
on them finding good jobs.
And
I mean, that's the goal, right?
They have been so stressed. Am I going to find a job? Is it going to be a good job? Is it going to be enough money? Am I going to be able to afford... life and
where am I going to live?
And is it going to be a good career start? Just so many, 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 many questions. So we are happy to report that our 2 kids that are graduating in April have both wonderful jobs waiting for them as soon as they graduate. And we are so proud of them. And our daughter-in-law she was waiting to see where, her husband was going to get his job, and now she's looking for a job, and hopefully she's going to land a great job.
She's got interviews, so things are going really well.
So it's just so exciting to see your kids start to just adult, and
it's wonderful.
It is wonderful. It's so great to see them start their careers, and so we're excited for that.
So I guess the lemons was the 22, 24 years of us worrying about you guys, and the lemonade is... We're so proud of you adulting and becoming who you are today. It's wonderful.
So proud. If you like today's episode,
give us 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, Google.
And head to Facebook and like us.
And check out our blog at where'sthelemonade.org,
where you can leave questions and comments.
But most of all,
go out and make some lemonade.
You betcha, baby.